The difference between our British society, underpinned by a Christian ethos, and a society underpinned by a Muslim ethos, can probably most clearly be illustrated in that so British expression, "Excuse me, there's a queue here," which is generally said by those people in a queue objecting to someone barging in out of turn. There's also another expression which we could consider particularly British, and that's the command, "Women and children first," which has the idea in it that the weaker members of our community have to be given more consideration. In both cases, the two expressions, "Excuse me, there's a queue here," and "women and children first," remind us of a general idea of fair play, and that it is the duty of the stronger to control themselves enough so that our weaker fellow humans don't suffer too much disability. Now, as it is, we've brought into our country large and only partially manageable groups of fighting-age young men brought up in a culture that actually glorifies the idea of the stronger exerting coercion over the weaker. This, of course, causes problems, but usually only for the lower classes of our society and people in country areas, because it's in their areas that our intellectual elite put these new Brits, telling them all to ignore the little misunderstandings that crop up from time to time. So we get small difficulties like this. Syrian asylum seeker raped girl in public toilet at Bournemouth Beach. Asylum seeker sexually assaulted woman while living, at our expense, at migrant hotel. Court hears. Man tried to kiss schoolgirl. Court told. And this one. BB Stockholm asylum seeker tells girl, "I've never been this close to a white woman," before sexually assaulting her. So you might imagine from all of this that these men, despite our hospitality, haven't quite grasped the idea of what it means to be British. They are, after all, queue jumpers. But don't despair, because I can see one glimmer of hope. In their efforts to appropriate our society, there's one aspect of being British that many of them seem already to have grasped, and that's women and children first. There's just a slight misunderstanding about what it actually means, but I'm sure our intellectual elite can find a way to fix that.